Over 100 members of the Washington, D.C. press and foreign policy community joined together on June 12th to celebrate the establishment of the Washington Liaison Office of the Bahrain Press Club. Held in the First Amendment Lounge of the National Press Club, the event offered an opportunity to highlight Bahrain's ongoing commitment to a free, open, and independent press. Established in June 2012, the Bahrain Press Club hopes to serve as a forum for dialogue and as a hub for breaking factual news about the situation in Bahrain. The Bahrain Press Club will also aid and facilitate activities for international journalists interested in learning more about or visiting Bahrain. The Washington Liaison Office will officially open its offices in the National Press Club in August of 2012. In a speech during the event, Donna Leinwand, a correspondent at USA Today and a former president of the National Press Club, welcomed the Bahrain Press Club to Washington and highlighted the ways in which it could foster mutual understanding between Bahrain and the United States.
And we are very pleased to have Bahrain join us here in the National Press Club and in the National Press Building. We hope that they will be an inspiration to the journalists who come and visit with them and provide American journalists with a great link to Bahrain.
Bahrain's ambassador to the United States, Huda Nunu, was also in attendance and discussed the decades-long alliance between the United States and Bahrain.
Bahrain and the United States have shared a close friendship for many decades. Ever since American missionaries arrived in Bahrain over 100 years ago to found a clinic that would later become the American Mission Hospital, Americans have always been active contributors to Bahraini society. As Bahrain continues its program of reform that began 11 years ago, it is very important for us to ensure American and international journalists have the opportunity to see what we are doing firsthand. Today we are here to celebrate the opening of the first overseas liaison office of the Bahrain Press Club in Washington, D.C. The Bahrain Press Club aims to be a private-public partnership that will serve as a vital source of news on the kingdom and will provide a needed platform to build professional ties between the media in Bahrain and the United States.
In the final speech of the evening, the president of Bahrain's Information Affairs Authority, Sheikh Fawaz bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, emphasized that the club would help contribute to the ongoing reform efforts in Bahrain and the kingdom's ongoing commitment to safeguarding freedom of expression.
The inauguration of the Bahrain Press Club is the latest step in Bahrain's continued commitment to a freer, fair, and quality press. We look to our friends in the United States as a vivid example of how media and government work together to better serve and inform the people. While we forge the path of reconciliation, both as government and, more important, as people, all Bahrainis will benefit from an expanded journalistic principles, both within the kingdom and throughout the world. As we rely on dialogue to reconcile and to progress, we rely the same on media to share our story to the world. The establishment of the club highlights the kingdom's full commitment to transparency and the protection of freedom of expression and the promotion of free and independent media. Working in collaboration with the Information Affairs Authority, the Bahrain Press Club will provide the venue and platform for the spirit of free press and will provide the content. We aim to foster better relations among journalists and members of the media. The vision is to serve as a forum for dialogue and exchange of ideas that will provide a hub for breaking and accurate news about Bahrain, while aiding and facilitating requests by journalists to meet with members of the government and to help their requests.